Well, I'm here to begin with some sad news. Because, singing the blues nowadays, well, it's the thing to do. And I got some sad news for you. Well, it's not unexpected, but it is sad. And, well, there's empirical evidence that it exists. So, for all those people that say, where's your evidence? You just make claims without any support. I'm not the one that omits things and then says, well, I don't have any support. No, I give you the full scoop, not half or 3/4. That's you. Don't project. Anyway, well, we have some misconduct. We found another bad apple in the bushel. When you find so many bad apples in the bushel, it might be time to check the barrel to see if all of them are rotten. We already know the answer to that question. It's true. But, for those who are slow and still processing, it takes time to catch up. So apparently, there was a Salisbury police officer in the great state of North Carolina who had a canine that he was supposedly in tutelage and care of. And the canine, well, was being a little bit unruly. Nothing too out of the ordinary for a canine on a nice day. I mean, what dog wants to be on a leash and in a car? In the back seat of all places. So, the toxic masculinity, the angry, the perpetually angry Anglo-Saxon male. Well, he shouted at the dog to sit, and the dog actually followed the command. But when he went to reach for the dog, well, the dog started doing what a dog does, which is play fighting you, challenging you. And this, well, they haven't released the officer's name yet, so I gave him a proper name. This barbarian, yeah, you heard me, a barbarian. I mean, if you call me a savage when I haven't done, well, 1/100th of what the shit you've done, well, I have the right to call you a barbarian. Well, this barbarian, he swung the dog over his shoulder and then slammed the dog into his squad car. And this wasn't like a minor slam into the squad car. This was like a tough slam. That dog is in some pain now. It's going to cost the department thousands of dollars to get that dog medical care. Because it was in the ward of the state's care. Technically, if you work for the police, if you're a canine, you get state employee benefits, even as an animal. Well, it's not the greatest gig in the world, being a canine cop dog. I mean, you mistreat other people. You're trained to do it. It's not in your nature. You're trained to abuse other people because your trainers, well, they're psychopaths. But I digress. This dog was abused. And the officer, well, the barbarian, he was forced to resign today. The story broke today. And, I had an idea as far as retribution is concerned. My idea goes that you chain this barbarian to a cage and you let 10 wild pit bulls in the cage. And he's chained, naked in the cage. And the dogs have at him. They can bite his fucking dick off. They can bite his fingers off. They can bite his face off. But the dogs seek justice. That's reconciliation for what he did to that dog. So, yeah, Salisbury Police Department in North Carolina, I'll probably tag you in this. That would be my suggestion as the Purple People's Owl. chain them in the handcuffs to a cage and let 10 pit bulls who were savages bite the fucking living hell out of them. Yeah, you heard me. Oh, but I'm a savage. Well, he was barbarian. And barbarians, well, they should get proper treatment. And, you know, it's therapeutic. He can feel what he did to the dog in some way. Misery loves company. An eye for an eye. Well, they say it makes the whole world blind. But in this case, it was man on dog abuse. So the dogs have a right to get their retribution. Because they feel pain too. So, yeah. Let the dog at him. And it can be like the Baja Men. Because 2020 is looking like it's going to be a year where we're all wondering who let the dogs out.